Questions from my heart, ringing, ringing every day. Who am I? Who am I? Do some more, believe some more, love some more. This bright light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This bright light of mine.
My name is Stanley Freke Robert Udom. Stanley Freke Robert Udom is the president and founder of Dreams Alive Educational Foundation. Dreams Alive Educational Foundation is a corporate body that is licensed by the federal government of Nigeria to promoting total and qualitative education for the Nigerian child as a key to waking them up to self-discovery for relevance in state and nation building. Now, I pause to say, no nation of the world ever exists without her citizens. That means that every nation of the world is a definition of the population size of the productive human resource strength that they possess. Now, America is not America because their name is sweet. The heavyweight nations of the world are not achieving the feats they are because of how beautiful their names are. But I want to say this. All the feats and height of attainment they are achieving is as a result of the population size, of the productive human resource strength that they have. And so I pause here to ask the question, how prepared is every citizen of the nation Nigeria that will help bring their hands on deck and drive Nigeria to that immeasurable height? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the question I asked myself about 10 years ago when I came in to inherit, came in to meet the challenges that were on ground. Challenges where there were issues on ground and we never had the real people to solving them. And I kept asking a question, why then do we recycle graduates into the labor market and they get in their return and the same existing issues in the previous years keep popping up? And so it dawned on me that education must be total. There are some things that needs to be fixed and fixed aright. And if not, we will still keep dancing within just the same old narrative and making no headway in life. And this is what prompted me to establishing this educational organization that administers total and qualitative education. So what do we do? What do we do? Now, my organization x-rays the minds of every incoming child to school. We understand that the scorecard of so many children in school is not a total definition of these kids, I'm telling you. And so what we needed to know how best we can prime and get them ready, bring their hands on deck, and also make them to become proud partners of helping Nigeria, helping Akwa Ibom State, helping other nations of the world to living their dreams in life. And so we needed to x-ray their mind. Now, coming into school with mental hangers, some of them are products of broken homes. And a child that has been, through the ordeals of broken homes needs to be put together. Some of them, the only person they love so much is no more alive. And this is one person that can just walk into the scene of any, event or happening and ask the question, Itoro, who picked this? And he would look deep into the eye of this one person and say, Auntie, I was the one that did that. Yes. And another thing is that some of them have been raped. So many children have been abused. And so when they are abused, they are shattered. And so now my organization did this. We constantly kept creating a stopover junction for every child that comes into school. We want them to be heard. We want to listen to their part of the story. We want to pull them together. We want to give them a placement in life and get to know where they belong. When you define a child and give him or her the right placement in life, you have released that child into an extraordinary speed. You will help that child to wake up to self-discovery. And I tell you, the child will do extraordinarily well. So now, on this note, my organization gets into schools, creates counseling desks in schools. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to say this, a lot of the counseling desks in schools, sorry, with due respect to those that are not really functioning, are not really functioning and working well. Sometimes a child gets to a school counselor, sorry, with due respect to them, some school counselors, and the child needed to communicate. But maybe because of issues from home, hangovers, in the heart of the counselor, the child appears and the counselor is like, no, I know you. you are coming again with excuses. And if I want to dig deep, you're going to be the cause of this problem. Every child longs to be heard. Every child wants to communicate. Every child wants to pour all out so they can be, lifted, so their lives can be brought together for them to live their dreams in life. So my organization understands that the mind of every child is a generational bank that will someday give back to the society value for today's investment. I'm going to get to that back again. The mind of every incoming child to school is a generational bank that will give back to the society someday value for today's investment. Therefore, if you've ever seen a life of confusion, a life of low self-esteem, a life that is so haphazard, that is not really coordinating, you'll then be so concerned how poor yesterday's investments were. Now, back to what we are doing. I am believing that with the services my organization renders, which is counseling, which is guidance, and which is mentorship and coaching, I am believing that the new Nigeria, the new dawn in Africa that has been our corporate dreams will soon be lived. Because we would have been able to wake up every child to self-discovery, every youth to self-discovery, release them and give them a function where they'll be so happy to be all they wanted to be in life, living their dreams in life, thereby contributing to state and nation building. Investing in the education of the Nigerian child, investing in the education of the Akwa Ibom child is a sound economic decision. It is a sound economic decision and one of the surest ways for a people, for a nation, for a state, for a community to secure their future of dreams. As I speak to you, I have been invited by the ECOWAS Commission, where I went. Then it was the former Ambassador Babatunde Ayila Nuruddin. They said, come, the ECOWAS Commission wants to listen to what you're doing. We have followed you, and you have what it can take to bring to the table and make the nation Nigeria a better place for all. I have been invited by other educational stakeholders. We've shared ideas and we've worked together. Today, I have come to say that if you are there, wherever you are in any part of the world, you share similar story, it looks as if you've been walking alone. Nobody is interested in your story. Nobody wants to partner with you. Nobody understands your struggle. I want you to understand that you are not walking alone. You are not walking alone. We are currently doing a massive, training and mentoring and counseling sessions in Akwa Ibom State. And what we do is that we counsel people. We go for home services. We have counseling sessions for them. We pull them out. If your kids are having educational challenges and they've been giving you a hard time, we fix them where they're supposed to be. We listen to them. We now invite you and advise you on what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you are looking at my social media handles, you can check it at Dreams Alive Educational Foundation. That is my Facebook, Dreams Life Educational Foundation. And my contact number is 070-3534-2359. 070-3534-2359. I want to drop this question, then I take a walk out. What will you be remembered for when the story of Nigeria will be written at the end of the tunnel? What will you actually bring to the table? What space are you occupying? What influence are you making? Will you just come and make the queue with taking the population of Nigeria, taking the population of other nations of the world, and at the end of the day, you make no meaningful contributions in changing the narratives of the communities of people you represent? Ladies and gentlemen, the wake-up call is now, and it is now. I want you to partner with us. Whatever you can do, let us ensure that we bring people and put their hands on deck, bring their ideas to bear, help them to help in changing the narratives of Nigeria and Akwa Ibom State. Then lastly, I want to thank the organizers of this great project. Somebody asked a question today. He said, you're coming all the way from that distance this far. He said, were you not intimidated if you're not making it? I said, no. Every day I have an opportunity to share what I do. It gives me a wealth of peace. From where I was coming, I've been able to share this with a lot of people. from the commercial vehicle I was coming down to this very state, and it gives me a wealth of peace. I'm not saying this to say that I'm not going to make it through, but I am willing, sharing, because I'm positioning men for the future.
Shine, this bright light of mine.